is incendiary.
Alright, let's talk about Almost Famous. You know, the movie that makes you want to grab a denim jacket and get kidnapped by rock stars. Almost Famous by Cameron Crowe captures the magic and chaos of life on the road with a rock band, all through the eyes of a teenage journalist. Let's break down its emotional depth, unforgettable characters, and how it perfectly blends music and coming-of-age storytelling.
Under your bed. It'll set you free.
Almost Famous is a semi-autobiographical movie that Cameron Crowe uses the character of William Miller to represent his own journalistic flaws. Much like William, Cameron was Rolling Stone's youngest ever contributor as he interviewed bands and wrote reports for the magazine after he graduated from high school. The movie has a great soundtrack, including songs from Black Sabbath, The Velvet Underground, The Who, Steely Dan, Jimi Hendrix, and more. The movie has plenty of songs from Led Zeppelin, including from 3, 4, and 5, which feel like some of the theme songs of the movie, especially the Rain song and That's the Way, which plays multiple times throughout the film. It's also worth mentioning that there's a song from Physical Graffiti. When Cameron Crowe was just 15, he started following bands like Led Zeppelin and the Allman Brothers, which serves as the foundation for the story of William Miller. Crowe's personal experiences and encounters shaped the film's authenticity and emotional depth. Even Penny Lane and the Band-Aids were based on real people and true events. The movie really starts to pick up when William starts reporting on a band called Stillwater, his first ever gig as a reporter for Rolling Stone, and this is where he is introduced to lifelong friends and a possible love interest. But unfortunately, it isn't as simple as that. When you look at their interactions with other characters, it reveals a more complex and potentially contradictory aspect of their relationship, creating layers and depth within the story. The power balance in one relationship can influence how a character behaves in the other.
No. This is not Mary Ann with the pot.
Regardless, William is having the time of his life being a reporter, and he feels a bit of connection and belonging in the band, similar to Penny Lane and the Band-Aids. A friendship that really stands out within the movie is the bond between Russell and William, Russell being partially based on Glenn Frey of the Eagles. This idea originated when Cameron Crowe met Frey backstage at a concert in 1972. As for the band in the movie, they are based on a real southern rock band from Warner Robins, Georgia, called Stillwater. Unfortunately, this band didn't make it on the cover of Rolling Stone like the band in the movie did. They were active from 1973 to 1984. The band had some commercial success and was known for their hit Mindbender. But did you know that the plane scene in Almost Famous is also based on a true event? In an interview, Crowe revealed that specific inspiration for the plane scene came from a memorable moment when he had been flying with the band, where tensions, personal issues, and humor all mixed in a way that almost felt surreal. The scene captures the emotional highs and lows of the band and the crew in a confined space, and the flight becomes a metaphor for the turbulent and chaotic lives on the road. In the movie, the band starts revealing very personal things, including infidelities with each other's spouses. Another inspiration might have been from Alice Cooper and his band, where supposedly imminent doom caused the band and its members to reveal deep and dark secrets that have never been told before. Another scene based on a real event is where Russell is electrocuted on stage. This really happened to Ace Frehley of Kiss, where he got shocked by 10,000 volts of electricity during a concert. And what's even more crazy is that Ace was able to finish the show. Now let's talk about one of the most iconic and fun scenes in this movie. The party scene where Russell yells, "I am a golden god!" Yeah! This line is directly inspired by a moment when Led Zeppelin's lead singer Robert Plant yelled the same exact line, but unfortunately he did not jump into a pool afterwards.
Wait, I never said I'm a golden god.
Some of the infamous groupies that helped shape the character Penny were Pamela Des Barres and Bebe Buell. Another inspiration for Penny Lane's character is a groupie named Penny Lane Trumbull, which is a pretty obvious inspiration.
Then I'd UP.
One of the biggest symbols in this movie is the band's tour bus. This tour bus is home to many iconic scenes alongside many iconic songs. One of the best scenes in the movie is the Tiny Dancer scene on the tour bus. It showcases the band united by music during a time of tension. In my opinion, That's the Way off of Led Zeppelin 3 is the theme song of this movie. Some could argue it's Tiny Dancer or Tangerine, but I believe That's the Way captures the vibe of the movie more accurately.
You are rebellious and ungrateful of my love.
It's crazy to think that none of William's experiences would have been possible without his sister's original influence on him that shaped him into the reporter he is now and the music lover that he will always be. She really did set him free and showed him how wonderful the world can be with music. And of course, we can't forget the friends he made, or
Penny Lane, man, show some respect.
who gave William his first experience of love. And Cameron Crowe really hinted at them becoming a couple. I mean, really hinted. Like, really hinted. But in the end, it didn't work out that way. And obviously that was a big letdown for the audience and, of course, William, especially since it was his first love.
What do you love about music?
But at the end, everything really did work out, especially in the long run. The band finally relieved its tensions and started thriving, and even got back on tour. And with William's help, Stillwater got in the cover of Rolling Stone magazine, leaving the band with much more success than before they met William. As for Penny Lane, she fulfills her dream of going to Morocco. And for William, he is back home with his family and still pursuing his dream of being a reporter. The movie leaves no hints on what William does next, but I'm sure he goes on another adventure. Now, if someone were to ask me what I love about this movie, I would say,
To begin with, everything.